throughout California, a battle is being fought.
We're just kind of like the Lone Ranger out there in the middle of nowhere.
And on the front lines are the state's game wardens.
We enforce everything. Drugs, violent crime, stolen vehicles, poaching.
They're killers, they're taking our wildlife illegally, and we have to stop them.
Outmanned and outgunned, they face danger at every turn.
It takes one guy in a tent with a weapon to ruin your day.
Next, the wardens close in on a marijuana crop. Bust a suspect trading deer meat for meth.
Hey, I see you, come out.
And hunt down an elusive poacher.
Moving, there he is.
All in their pursuit of wild justice.
We are the last line of defense, and without us, you have no wildlife.
Guys, moving up. Suspect down. Suspect down left. Suspect down left. Coming right. Covering right. Covering. Suspect down.
Among the many challenges California game wardens face, stopping the growth of marijuana on state land is one of the most dangerous. This live fire exercise is part of an upcoming mission into the Santa Clara foothills.
Hey, bro, is there any word on how many people are up there, possibly in the garden, and if they're armed and what kind of weapons?
Intel says 3 or 4 people seen for sure, 3 or 4 guys, long guns. They definitely have guns.
Are we gonna have any helicopter support today, or no as usual?
No as usual, no helicopter support, guys. It's just us. We don't have the staff. Everybody's spread out, like you guys know. So we got to take care. We got to take care of each other today. Watch each other's backs. Make sure we get home. Get it done.
All right, let's gear it up. Good to go. Marijuana eradication team is a joint task force team between Santa Clara County Sheriffs and California Department of Fish and Game. We're going in with a smaller team today of 5, and we've got a 6-member. She's pretty good at doing detection, a 4-legged helper named Jordan. We just left Saratoga 5 minutes ago, and we're almost there. I mean, this is a county park that people go to recreate, to hike in the afternoon, to do morning runs, and it's filled with illegal guys in the woods growing marijuana, armed with weapons that would kill or injure anyone that treaded on their operation. It enrages all of us that these guys come into our forests, they come into our county parks, they come onto private lands and basically take them over as their own. And we're here to stop it.
Someone's getting excited. Guns and camos. It's a little crazy. This area has a children's camp not more than a quarter mile from a grow site that we're looking at right now. And anytime those kids could stray off course or take a hike up a creek, or a mountain biker come by and decide he wants to go off trail, or a family wants to take an after dinner hike in a park, if they stumble across these guys, you may never find them again. Or if you do, you might be digging up their bones 10 years later. Missing persons, they're gone, they're done. This particular area with this rock formation, the way the creek funnel's very narrow, and what you just walked through, how it's 2 cliffs on both sides and a real narrow part of the creek, this is a perfect ambush point when we're at our highest alert. If we were gonna get ambushed, or if we were gonna set up an ambush, this funnel point, we call it a choke point, is ideal. Rock cover, they got high ground. If they had a grow right below this creek, and they may have a grow right up ahead of us, we're gonna be real careful going over this edge, because this is an ideal spot to defend a grow or put a perimeter defense position for the growers to set up. And this is when we gotta be at our most ready, most alert.
and off to the left. Move it to me.
Hey, let's take the team around to the right. Looks a little less obstructive, more quiet, less debris and trees. From this point forward especially, we gotta be really quiet, really careful, really tactical. Because if that grow is ahead of us, this is where we're gonna find it. And if anyone's in there still harvesting, we don't want to be detected. We want to approach and reach the grow with the element of surprise. Snake copy. Any movement in the camp?
Ahead, the Point Scout detects activity.
Copy that. Standing by on you. Snake found a camp up ahead. We don't know if anyone's in it. We're watching it carefully. Typical to these grow sites, there's a camp somewhere within the garden itself. And it looks like he found at least a day camp, maybe an overnight camp ahead. Danger level's high because if there's tents, or they're asleep, or they're working in their kitchen and haven't heard us approaching, this is the time we might have to engage suspects or have problems. And this is where you just hope nobody's inside, waiting with a gun.
Not only is the camp empty, the plants have been harvested and taken away.
We just missed them. They weren't here that long ago. We've got boots. Marcos is all over some boots there.
This is the remnants of an abandoned camp. Obviously, they've been living here before, growing here. See that fertilizer plant food container that Marcos has? Spray painted up to be camouflage so it can't be seen from the air. Look at that, guys.
Battery right in the creek. I mean, just right in the waterway.
Yeah, just typical. They're right on the water's edge. Just disgusting, absolutely disgusting.
The team will return next season to catch the growers in the act.
Even without catching somebody in a grow, it's still a very successful day. We found a bunch of environmental crimes. We found car batteries left in the creek, 2 sleeping bags for a couple of growers, a bunch of food, a bunch of trash, a bunch of fertilizers, and all that stuff was right in the creek bed, polluting and destroying the water for the animals and poisoning people because it's a drinking water source.
Today, 207 wardens are spread throughout the state. Each works from home and sets their own schedule.
Come on, babe. Good girl.
Wardens are allowed a service dog to accompany them on patrol.
All right, the fun part of the morning. All of your medication and pills. Okay, get your pills. Good girl. Jordan had a lump on her leg. Thought it might have been a sprained leg from some trail hikes and whatnot. Took her to the vet thinking her leg might have been broken or sprained, and turned out they had to biopsy and x-ray it. And unfortunately, she has sarcoma, a form of bone cancer. Unfortunately, it is terminal, and we may not have her for more than about a year. She's gone through a month of radiation treatment. She's on a holistic diet and different medications like I just gave her, and she's responding very well. It's been 3 months now, and she's still holding her weight, and she's in the field every day, able to work and get out and look for bad guys. But we're going to count our days and count our blessings every day, because we're not going to have her not too much longer.
This morning, the 3320 squad, led by Lieutenant John Norris, are after a suspected poacher. The suspect is living in the basement of his father's house in San Jose.
The guy we're going after today has an extensive criminal history of methamphetamine and marijuana use, a chronic poacher. He's committed a number of big game wildlife resource violations, and he's done all those wildlife crimes with a firearm, which he's prohibited from even possessing because he's a convicted felon. So given his drug history and given the fact that he has nothing to lose, and he's very dangerous. So personally, I'm just kind of on edge, staying alert. Kyle and James are doing the same thing. We're gonna watch each other's backs because we're a small team to handle that house. There's only 3 of us. Just hope we don't have any problems, any threats. Hope these guys don't want to fight. This is when we can't let our guard down. This is when we can't miss anything. Copy that.
In the state of California, it's illegal for any felon to possess a firearm or ammunition. Any weapon at the residence will result in an arrest. It also could have deadly consequences for the wardens entering the premises.
Good dog. So we have this many antler sets in basically a cellar bedroom. It's very suspicious. Also, a bunch of shotgun shells, other ammunition, obviously inside our suspect's cellar bedroom. And again, he can't possess ammunition or firearms, so that's a violation for sure.
Looky there. You guys know what that is? A little bit of marijuana. This guy's just all around dirtbag.
So that's our suspect's name right there. And then let's look inside.
So a couple live rounds, ammunition. So it looks like a crank pipe. Oh, sweet. So this is a crystalline substance consistent with methamphetamine. I'm sure there's a lot more around here.
Oh, that's a good pipe up there.
Yeah, right next to Roddy.
So it's a bad sign when we're finding multiple methamphetamine pipes, right next to high-powered rifle rounds, and it doesn't mix well. So this is definitely going to be jail time once we find him. He's obviously going to get arrested for the fish and game crimes, felon in possession of firearms crimes, felon in possession of ammunition, drug paraphernalia, and then a controlled substance. Unfortunately, a lot of poaching goes hand in hand with hard drug use, and a lot of our hardcore poachers are also hardcore criminals in other fashions as well, such as drugs, manufacturing of drugs, and other illegal activities. Look at like the dog foot over there, or it's a bear. It's part of a bear paw. Get the hell out of here. You get into a lot of places like this, and you could just look for days and never see everything.
The team moves upstairs to question the suspect's father.
The door here.
State Fish and Game.
Hello, Mr. Ramos.
Have you seen Roddy around?
Not today, huh?
He leave this morning?
No, not that I know. Well, I got about 10 o'clock. And I haven't seen him all morning. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we just need to talk to him about something real quick. About some of his hunting stuff that's been going on.
And do you know when he might be back?
He's in and out, and I don't know when he leaves and when he comes back.
When was the last time he was here, Alex, that you saw him?
I saw him yesterday morning. If you guys told me what the hell's going on, I could really do a lot more. I'm not trying to hide nothing from anybody, okay? The whole family hunts and fishes, That's what we are about, I've never poached. I've never gotten a ticket for poach. If he's doing that, it's totally 180 of what I taught him, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Ramos. Appreciate your time tonight. Well, one of the worst, most aggravating things about this situation is that obviously the son is taking advantage of his father. The father is the founding member of California Deer Association, super conservationist, big-time hunter, and has promoted hunting in an ethical, legal way his whole life. He turns a complete 180 from that, and that is very aggravating. That's an insult to his father. That's an insult to how he was raised, and it's just a telltale sign of what drugs do. Methamphetamine's a horrendous drug, and look what it's done.
Catching poachers can be a long hunt. Lieutenant Norris and his squad will keep the pressure on until the suspect makes a mistake. 210 miles north of San Jose, the 2230 squad operates out of Chico, California, under Lieutenant Sam Castillo.
I've got 6 game wardens to cover 2 counties. Then I have 2 rookie wardens. They're my babies in the area. Mike Beals graduated from the academy last year. And then Steve Martinoni, he's another new warden. He's graduated in the same class as Mike. Both of these guys, they think as if they're hunting people.
Routine patrols through parks and state land help keep these areas safe for the public. Tonight, Lieutenant Castillo is sending his 2 wardens into the Oroville Wildlife Area, known for rampant drug activity.
The Oroville Wildlife Area is kind of unique for fish and game. It's a county park, and it appeals to a lot of the senior elements of the area. We have a lot of methamphetamine sales that occur out there, prostitution that occurs in the area. It's just a very unique place.
We'll be looking for people in there late. An hour after sunset, you have to be out of the wildlife area. And usually at that time, there's people entering who are most frequently carrying methamphetamines or marijuana and just have no business being in there.
What are we doing?
I say we just roll through. We'll start here, roll over to Pacific Heights maybe.
All right, cool.
Wardens Beals and Martinoni split up to cover more ground.
There, and then I'll give you one more call back, and we'll,
Beals soon finds an abandoned car.
Northern 2236 on Blue.
2236.
Taking an RO on California 2 Paul Frank John 946.
Comes back clear.
Copy. I'll be out on that vehicle in the Orville Wildlife area. He's got a flat tire. I mean, he's got a spare. Could be stolen. If you put your hand on the radiator, it's still warm. So, I mean, he's not too far off. There's a couple ways to get out of the wildlife area. We'll go see if we can find him.
Warden Beals searches for the driver, who may be lost or worse. But before he can find the driver, he runs into another abandoned vehicle.
Northern 2236 on Blue.
2236.
Northern, I'll be out on a second vehicle in the Orville Wildlife area.
Clear to copy.
Go ahead.
The stolen vehicle, 93 Toyota, out of Palermo.
Hey, there's some weird going on though, because this vehicle's rolled over, and there's the same exact vehicle abandoned like another quarter mile inside the wildlife area with like flat tires. Everything's still here, even a brand new tool set. It's just an odd instance. I mean, there's nothing missing out of the car. Why would you steal a car and then roll it over? It's either just someone's high or they're just dumb. I don't understand. I mean, there's the transmissions there, the drive line, all the electricals, everything inside. What is going on in the Orville Wildlife area tonight?
Warden Beals is now looking for 2 missing drivers.
Hey, Steve, coming up on your 6 right now, man.
He meets up with Warden Martinoni.
What you got going on?
Hey, do you see that car in your rearview mirror?
I think there's like an active 4 or 5 times in your neighborhood.
Warden Beals spots another suspicious vehicle, but this time the passengers are still inside.
Going up out of here because it's a day use only.
Okay, where are you guys from? Oh, all right, do you have your driver's licenses on you and all that? Is there any drugs in the car? Nothing? Anything in the purse, in the trunk? Nothing at all? Why don't you go and turn off the vehicle and step out of it for me?
How far down there did you go?
Well, there's a dirt road, and we turned around right there and we were coming out.
Illegal?
No, go for it. You do drugs?
I do not.
You don't any? No, smoke
My
pot?
boyfriend smokes weed, yes.
Okay. You got any problem with
So-
Krang? Anything like that?
Can I open the trunk?
I'm on parole, I'm searchable.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Just packing up the move.
That's my 3rd one, no violations.
Your 3rd. Okay. All from that same stint, or
No, I got
What?
a bank robbery,
how much money did you get?
like 900 something.
900?
I was gone. I was up for
You were loony, huh?
I had a drug problem bad.
You did, yeah. Crank?
I was up about 2 weeks.
What is that?
This is a scale.
These are bags for dealing drugs.
Do you have a child?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Did you graduate high school here, or do you go to school?
Actually, I'm 4 credits short from graduating. I'm going to be graduating this year.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18 years old? How old are you, mister? How old? 32.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you one time, okay, and one time only. And I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think you were out here with him, and I think you guys did meth, and I think you did it from that baggie right there.
No, I've
Okay.
never seen that.
That's what I think, because it was right in the glove compartment. Okay. If you're honest with me,
I'm being
and you tell me,
completely and
if you
solely
tell me,
honest
if
with
you
you.
tell me where the pipe is, I will definitely take that in consideration when we find it.
I would tell you where it's at, but I honestly,
there's no
I didn't,
pipe?
I didn't know that there was even a scale in there. He's giving me a ride to my boyfriend's house. This
Okay.
is
So
a
there's
friend of my
nothing.
boyfriend's.
Okay,
Like,
but
just
do
like
you understand?
acquaintances.
Do you understand? You have one opportunity right now
Yes,
not
and
to
I'm
lie to
being
me.
honest with you.
Okay, so you're done talking to me?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm being
thanks.
completely honest
That's
with
it. I think he's a dealer. I think she's a user, and I think she was out here to use with him. You know, maybe she's just a nice young lady. I don't know, but that's from what we've seen in my experience. That's what I think. Well, that's obviously marijuana.
Well, I told you that there was a possibility that there was some in there.
So you didn't know? You're telling me to get your
I
cigarettes and you
haven't-
didn't know?
I haven't opened that yet.
When's the
My
last time
mom
you
put
smoked a cig?
cigarettes before I left my mom's. No, that's probably in there from my boyfriend.
Okay. Is there any other marijuana?
He put that at my wallet up there, so I'm assuming that there was some in there.
How you doing? I just need to run one for warrants.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on. He's got a whole bunch of tools in the back of his truck, and I have no problem taking him over there for you. Bye. Okay, well, he's gonna be going to jail tonight. His parole officer just violated him. Basically, you're gonna go to jail tonight. You understand that? It's not for possession of meth or possession of paraphernalia. Your parole officer wanted you violated, and he probably wants to talk to you. So, I mean, you were in our wildlife area after hours. Basically, that's the problem, so, okay?
I really want a cigarette.
It's just bad news. I mean, no. Yeah, I definitely have strong opinions on drugs, and meth does nothing good. I see a young lady like this who's got her whole life ahead of her at 18, you know, and she's just being with this guy. It just throws up signals and flags to me that something not good's happening.
The suspect's female passenger was released and sent home without charges.
I just had a son. He's not even 3 months old yet, and I have to get my formula to him so he can eat, and I'm stressing right now.
Game wardens are on call 24 hours a day. Their schedules are determined by the suspects they're hunting. Tonight, wardens Beals and Martinoni are on the trail of another suspected poacher, who they believe has been trading deer meat for meth. The suspect has been difficult to observe during the day, so the warden set up a nighttime surveillance operation.
Can you see anything?
I don't know, man. I saw some movement in the shop.
Right. I can see him moving, but I can't really tell what he's doing.
Is his truck backed up to the shop?
Right, that's his truck there.
It strikes me as odd. We've never seen any movement at all in the day, and tonight he's got stuff going on. He's moving around. Something fishy. And he hasn't been in town in weeks, and all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, he's out there doing whatever he's doing. What do you think the possibility is? He's got a deer or something? I mean, the RPs have said that the only time he's in that shop is when he's chopping up deer. I mean, you think that's a possibility here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Talk to Sam, and we'll try and hit it tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
There's obviously something going on. We need to get in there.
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's get out of here.
Surveillance has confirmed suspicious activity at the suspect's house. The wardens head back to headquarters and report to Lieutenant Castillo.
So basically, the guy's been shooting deer down in Stone Valley, and he's been taking them up to Logan's Basin and trading the deer meat for meth.
How old is this guy?
He's in his 40s.
His 40s or so?
He's on felony probation. I checked him
Right
out.
on.
Yeah.
That's good.
He
So we're not gonna need a warrant or anything like that?
No, he's searchable. He burned down half the Mendocino forest last year, So he's on
So
full
not
search.
only is he a poacher, he's also an arsonist? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
he's a
saying?
felon, so I mean, if there's any guns or anything involved, then that's an issue too. So he's obviously taking the deer with a gun. So there's a few issues involved. I was gonna see if we can get the guys together, maybe go over there and do a little knock and talk for his fully searchable probation.
That's pretty cool stuff, man. Kicking butt, youngster. You're doing pretty good.
Appreciate that.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Good job.
Thank you.
With the go-ahead from his lieutenant, Warden Beals calls in a team to strike the suspect's home.
As y'all know, we're here to do a warrant / probation search for Jason, the deer / meth guy. So he's on probation, felony charges for arson and then also drugs. He's been popped at least once, maybe twice, for felon in possession of a firearm. And the bigger issue for us is that he's illegally taking deer to gain methamphetamine. So.
His truck is in the back.
Information, his truck is here in the back.
Shop's open.
Police, probation search. Ready? Door's locked. Okay. Is there an opposite entry here?
Yeah, there's one in the back.
Let's go to that one.
Go check that one.
Before we break this door down. It doesn't look like
Cover that, Sam. I got it.
Can we get in there?
Every minute the wardens are outside the home gives the suspect time to destroy evidence.
Probation department.
He's probably in there destroying stuff.
Are we good to break it? No one's answering.
He's home. This car was in here.
You want me to hit it, Sam? Looks like it's just going to be a single lock right here.
Can we get in there?
The 2230 team is on scene.
He's home. This car was in here.
You want me to hit it, Sam? Looks like it's just going to be
So far, there's been no response.
Show yourself!
Get over there. Come out. Out. Get over here. Move. Police! Probation search. Show yourself.
Where's Jason at?
He was outside.
He's outside.
He was? No, he was outside. What's can I know what's going on? No, but that's, you can go in, that's his grandma's room. I mean,
Is she here? Police, search warrant.
she's in town.
Probation.
Where is he at?
He was outside.
I mean, she says he's here.
He's out in the shop, is what she said.
Sheds and barns are spread throughout the property.
She said he was outside.
Something's up, dude. Where's he at?
The suspect could be hiding anywhere and may be armed.
Hey, I see you. Come out.
Come out!
He ain't there.
Damn.
Check the neighbor across the street.
The wardens have done a sweep of the suspect's property and come up short. The team moves to a nearby home to continue their search.
What can you tell us? Is he here right now?
If you are harboring a fugitive, that's not a good thing, right? Okay, and you don't strike me as that kind of guy, but if he's here, just tell us where he's at. We're gonna get him, we're gonna go back to his place, finish his probation search, and be done with this. Is he in the barn? Yeah. This one?
James, come on out.
Jason, come out right now, probation department. Come out now. Jason, come out. Show me your hands. Come on out.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Walk backwards. Look forward. Stop. Okay. Behind your back.
You have any needles, anything on you that's gonna poke him?
Did you hide anything in the shed you were hiding in? Hi. Hey, we're code 4. We got him. He was hiding in the attic of the neighbors.
With the suspect in custody, they can safely search the residence for evidence of poaching.
Did he say anything about weapons? Did you ask him if he has any guns in the house?
We found one under Grandma's bed.
Yeah, there's some deer meat in the fridge. We are able to test it. I mean, we can test it to see if it was perhaps a doe, and I mean, we can get his story and see where it came from.
In addition to the deer meat in the freezer, wardens discovered drugs and paraphernalia in the suspect's room.
A glass pipe used for smoking meth, and then a pipe and some weed. There it is. There's always one of those. It's pretty typical for some reason, the getting high on meth and some part of your brain that has to do with sex and desire, and you know, there seems to always be quite a bit of porn with these guys.
This is the antlers to illegally taken deer.
We're gonna go recover a deer carcass right now. The antlers are over here, but he's gonna show us where the actual carcass is.
Jason, how'd you get the deer? How'd you get the deer?
It was hit on the road, and I salvaged some meat off of it and threw it in the ditch. Hate to see it go to waste.
He didn't hit it. He's saying that he saw it hit. He went and did something else. When he came back by, he saw the deer again, so he decided to throw it in his truck. He cut out the back strap, which is something, you know, that's probably the best cut on a animal. There's the back strap. You can see the road rash on it. This year, the leg's broken, so it sounds legitimate that the animal got hit by a vehicle.
Back at the house, wardens continue to interrogate the suspect's girlfriend.
You got some weed in the pipe.
Yeah. Is that a meth pipe?
Yeah, it's a meth pipe.
Where's the crank?
Okay. Well, where's your purse at?
Here he is right here.
I just wanted to let you know that I have dope in my purse.
You're doing this freely and voluntarily, okay?
I know. The bag is in like the side pocket.
Right, yeah, nice score.
Oh, yeah.
Did he grow pockets this year?
Supposedly it's like resin from pot.
Anything else in the purse?
No.
I appreciate your honesty.
You guys are dumb, and you guys obviously know what you're here for, know what you're looking for, and you might as well come clean about it instead of lying about it and have you guys find it.
She got her ID on her and all that? We're good, yeah. I'll meet you down there.
The windows closed up.
Since I got convicted of that fire, been downhill since.
So I mean, as far as meth's concerned, I mean, how do you smoke your meth? Do you snort it?
I
or
snort
you do
it.
it intravenously? And how do you do your drugs?
I snort it.
You snort it, and it just gives you a pretty good high, and you can't kick it.
Just makes you everything else that's going on. You just forget about. You know, all my other problems.
So the more you do it, the less you worry about your problems, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fine. I mean, I've never done meth, so I'm just trying to figure out what the deal is.
You don't want to either.
Okay.
In this case, we've got two people who are using methamphetamine, he and his girlfriend, and if we can make an arrest and get them the help they need and get them off methamphetamine, it helps us out in the long run. They're no longer poaching.
Lieutenant Norris and his 2230 squad are back on their poaching case. After confirming multiple weapon and drug violations, they return to the suspect's neighborhood.
We've got somebody in the area that knows this guy and knows the type of people he runs with in the drug culture, and she might have some information as to where this guy is at.
While on scene, Warden Kroll receives a call from a concerned neighbor with information about the case.
So do you know for a fact he's hiding out right now? I mean, is it just happenstance we're not seeing him, or is he truly hiding and running right now?
Oh, no, he's hiding and running. That's what I'm saying. He knows you guys are looking for him. The word got back. You guys are already known in all the ranches around there. They know every number to those license plates and the kind of vehicles that they are, what they look like and everything. The hills have eyes, so to speak.
The hills have eyes? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the hills have eyes, so to speak, because word travels and people watch.
Well, let's just say this. Let's just say, what do you think? Dodge with 2 stickers. You know what? Hey, can we call you back? We'll get your number here. We're gonna call you back. Okay?
We're in the middle of having an informant tip on a phone call. Dodge truck goes by that looks just like our suspect vehicle just seconds ago. We're gonna go check it out and see if we get lucky. Oh, Roddy. This looks like our boy. Okay. Yeah, I thought maybe your brother, because we were told this was his truck.
No, it's my dad's truck.
So does Roddy drive this truck too?
He used to, not anymore.
Our game plan is just to stay on this and continue to check the areas we know he's going to come back to. And we are going to stay on this place until we find him.
As Lieutenant Norris approaches from the front,
Gotta talk to you a little bit about Roddy.
This is getting to be a little bit of harassment now.
Wardens Kroll and Obrey make their way to Roddy's basement.
Roddy, come on out here. I need to talk to you.
Roddy, State Fishing Game, come on out.
Do you mind if they go and take a look right now?
There's no more to look at than when I was there yesterday. So
2420. Go ahead.
Hey, Roddy, come on out. Roddy, State Fishing Game, come on out.
It's all clear back here. Good. It looks like these antlers were not here when we did our search before, so they're fresh. It looks like they're moved. Anytime you smell and it still has that rotten smell, you know that they're fresh. Or our suspect.
Have you seen Roddy lately?
no, yeah.
How long was the last time you seen him?
The last time I seen Roddy?
Yeah.
What, 3 days ago?
There's 3 sets of antlers, nice big antlers downstairs that weren't there yesterday, and they all smell like they're pretty dang fresh. Do you know how they got there? Did you put them there? Did Roddy put them there?
Not me. No.
Do you know where his cars are right now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you know if Roddy has any other friends right around here?
Well, I'm sure he does. I don't know.
You don't know any of them?
I'm gonna hit the driveway.
Okay.
Sorry to be bothering you again. We're not here to ramp you up or get your heart going at all. Just really looking to talk to your son.
All right.
He is wily. He's cagey. He knows how to hide. He knows where to go. He definitely knows all about us.
The squad will now have to lay low until a suspect lets his guard down. Lieutenant Norris breaks off from the squad with Jordan to one of his favorite places.
Whenever I get a break, I like to come up here to my favorite park, bring the dog, and just kind of remember and reflect on why I'm out doing what I do as a game warden. Knowing that there's poachers out there and there's resource criminals out there that are destroying this thing that I love so much and that all of us as game wardens love so much is the reason and the motivation for us to do what we do.
Go get him.
My father grew up in this area as well, just like I did. And he grew up hunting and fishing and loving the outdoors, and my grandfather taught him all those same skills, and all of his brothers and sisters hunted. It was just kind of a way of life. Kind of like the case we worked on yesterday, where you had a very ethical, conservation-oriented deer hunter all his life, and part of that to his son, and then his son has turned into be just the opposite, gotten involved with drugs, running with the wrong crowd, and now he's a chronic poacher, taking stuff out of season. And that has got to be just an absolute letdown for his father. My dad, my grandfather would have been enraged if I had turned into some poaching guy that was out taking a trophy deer illegally or taking more than my fair share based on the law. They would be absolutely outraged. It'd be a huge letdown for the family.
Okay, give me 5. Thank you.
After tracking their poaching suspect for more than 2 weeks, Lieutenant Norris finally gets a solid tip that the suspect is back at his father's house. He calls in Wardens Kroll, Stutz, and Ober for backup.
What do you say we pull off on that road, the last turnoff road where we were last time, and we approach it on foot? What are your thoughts on that? Copy that. Let's do it. The danger factor tonight of going back to his dad's house is very high. The taxidermy shop is loaded with knives, hatchets, a lot of weapons in the house, a gun safe full of guns. So worst case scenario in a situation like this is this guy's completely under the influence. Maybe he's cranked up on methamphetamine, and he definitely doesn't want to go in or be incarcerated or contacted by law enforcement, decides to fight, or worse yet, do more than fight, maybe even try to use a firearm on us.
Roddy, State Fishing Gang, come on out right now. Roddy, State Fishing Gang, come on out with your hands up. Right now, Roddy, right now. State Fishing Gang, come on with your hands up, Roddy. Roddy, State Fishing Gang, come on out with your hands up. Let's go. Go, 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 it's up front. Roddy, come on out right now, right now. Moving. There he is. Roddy, come on out, hands up right now.
He went before, I didn't call it.
Right to the right, so look in the back door. Covering.
Hey, you want to cut the corner and see what's going on in front?
Open the door, State Fishing Game. Hey, State Fishing Game. Word Roddy came in the house, right? Okay, Roddy, come on out here right now. Come to us now. Look your hands. Look your hands. Come out right now. Look your hands. Come out right now. Look your hands. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Hold on the ground now. Spread your arms apart. Point your feet out. Point your feet out. Point your toes out. Don't move, you understand? Damn.
Chris, you want to go in for cuffing?
Give me your left hand.
I didn't really feel good until I knew we had those handcuffs on him.
Give me your right hand. You have any weapons on you? Anything that's gonna cut me, stick me, poke me?
No.
As soon as Chris was able to click on one side and then click on the other, and we were able to have him in custody, safe with those handcuffs on, then I was able to breathe a sigh of relief that it's finally done. We put a lot of hours into catching this guy, and the main reason we've been doing it is because he's a multiple offender. Good job, Chris.
Nice work.
It is disheartening to have to arrest a father's son right in front of him. At the same time, it's not his first time, and he's gotten away with this so many times. He's gotten out of jail for other large violations with just a slap on the wrist.
Besides, you guys hassling my dad.
Hold on.
I won't be bothering you, Dan.
You want to roll him all the way back to the truck.
You guys got a warrant to come
Hey.
in my house? I want to see the
Turn
warrant.
around like I
I
asked
want to
you
see the warrant you guys have to come in my house.
Miranda warning. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? Okay.
I don't know what you want. What do you guys want?
Have you ever been convicted of a felony?
I didn't answer no more questions.
Okay, well, we've got your criminal history right there, and it says
I don't
yes,
care
you
what
have.
you have.
Okay.
Then you should know. What are you asking me questions for?
It is pretty comical seeing how he just blows all this off so nonchalantly when we got him red-handed with multiple violations, and he laughs it off like it's no big deal and that we don't have him with anything, almost like it's a speeding ticket.
I can't say how good it feels to catch this guy tonight. His involvement goes so far beyond poaching, it's ridiculous. And it just takes a lot of time, and we don't have a lot of people to do this. And it was getting frustrating, and it's just so good to get him tonight and actually book him in jail. And with all the charges he's going to be faced with, numerous felonies, several misdemeanors, just a multitude of wildlife and penal code public safety crimes, he's going to go away for a while. He's going to be in custody, and he's going to do some jail time. And to know that this guy will be physically out of circulation and unable to leave a jail cell and go poach and kill more animals to sell them or whatever he's going to do with them. My drive and passion is still in protecting wildlife. I love wildlife. And if we don't do it, it's not going to get done. And there will be no resources for our kids and then our kids' kids and future generations to enjoy. And that's just a travesty. That's a shame.